happiness. It's something we all seek, something we often place on a pedestal as though it's a far-off destination we'll someday reach. We tell ourselves that when we have the perfect job, the perfect relationship, or the perfect life, then we'll finally be happy. But here's the truth. Happiness isn't something that lies in the future. It's here, in this very moment, waiting to be discovered in the small, everyday experiences of life. Let's start by redefining what happiness truly is. It's not about constant joy or a life without difficulties. In fact, happiness is often found amidst the challenges and imperfections of life. It's those fleeting moments that spark joy. The smell of rain on a summer afternoon, the first sip of a hot drink in the morning, the sound of your favorite song playing unexpectedly. Happiness can be quiet, it can be subtle, and sometimes we miss it because we're too focused on chasing something bigger. But how do we cultivate this kind of happiness? It starts with a shift in mindset. We need to stop viewing happiness as something external and start seeing it as an internal state of being. It's less about what happens to us and more about how we react to life's events. And one of the simplest, most effective ways to invite happiness into our lives is through gratitude. Gratitude, though often overlooked, is a powerful practice. When was the last time you paused and really appreciated the small things in your life? It's easy to take them for granted. But if you can make it a habit to reflect on the things you're grateful for each day, no matter how small they seem, you'll notice a shift. Gratitude rewires our brain to focus on the positive, rather than dwelling on what we lack. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on your skin or a kind word from a friend, these small acts of appreciation can create a profound sense of joy and contentment. Another key to happiness lies in human connection. We as humans are wired for connection, and in a world that's increasingly busy and fast-paced, it's easy to neglect the relationships that matter most. But these connections, whether with friends, family, or even a stranger, are essential to our happiness. Meaningful relationships provide us with a sense of belonging and purpose, two things that are closely tied to long-term happiness. Think about the last time you shared a laugh with someone. How did it make you feel? Those moments of connection, no matter how small, are where we often find the most joy. So take the time to nurture your relationships. Reach out to that friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Spend quality time with loved ones and make space for real conversations. It's through these connections that we often find the deepest fulfillment. However, happiness isn't just about our relationships with others. It's also about our relationship with ourselves. This is where self-care comes in. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential. It's about showing yourself the same kindness and compassion you would offer to someone you love. This can take many forms, from taking a walk in nature to practicing mindfulness, or even something as simple as getting enough rest. When we care for our minds and bodies, we create the foundation for happiness to grow. One of the most powerful practices in self-care is mindfulness, the art of being present. Often, we spend so much time living in the past or worrying about the future that we miss what's right in front of us. But happiness lives in the present. It's about savoring the moment, whether it's a conversation with a friend, a beautiful sunset, or the feel of grass beneath your feet. When we learn to live in the present, even mundane tasks can become moments of joy. Now, let's talk about resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's impossible to be happy all the time. But true happiness isn't about avoiding sadness or pain. It's about how we respond to those challenges. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from hardship, is a skill we can all develop. When we learn to navigate life's difficulties with grace, strength, and a sense of perspective, we become more resilient. And through that resilience, we can find a deeper, more lasting sense of contentment. Think of resilience as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Each time you overcome an obstacle, no matter how small, you build resilience. And with that resilience comes the ability to find happiness even in difficult times. Finally, let's talk about passion. Doing what you love, what truly lights you up inside, is one of the surest ways to find happiness. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's painting, writing, cooking, or playing an instrument. When you're engaged in something you're passionate about, time seems to disappear, and you find yourself in a state of flow. This state of flow is where happiness often resides. So don't be afraid to pursue your passions. Find time for the things that make you feel alive. Life is too short to spend it doing what doesn't ignite your soul. When you follow your passions, you not only bring happiness into your life, but also inspire those around you to do the same. In conclusion, happiness is not a destination. It's not something we'll reach when everything is perfect, because life will never be perfect. Instead, happiness is a journey of gratitude, connection, self-care, resilience, and passion. It's about finding joy in the little things, nurturing your relationships, taking care of yourself, and embracing the present moment. Most importantly, it's about recognizing that happiness already exists within you. All you need to do is allow it to flourish.